The light, I'd always keep it off and I put it on before I started, but it does seem awfully bright, doesn't it? Oh, here we go.
Where'd
Maybe
you
that's
go? We are live.
Hi. We're not. We're trying to get it together. 888 Lionsgate, but we've had X-class solar flares, so we're thinking that might be it. We're gonna do. Diana's gonna bring us in with a prayer and a couple deep breaths. How is everyone tonight? Let's get some sage going.
I got
All
my
right,
sage candle going.
Miss Diana.
That's some good sage. Pass a little bit over this way.
Yeah, really. Is your house on fire?
Yeah, right.
I love smoke, but most people hate it. I love it. Oh
I
my
like
God.
sage.
Oh, I love it too.
Mm.
It would be going, except I'm in the room with Groucho right now, so
Oh, well, no. Groucho?
I got to be careful. Well, she's covered. I probably could get away with it, but I forgot a lighter. That's important.
Hi. Hey, Leah. Hi,
I'll hold it.
Diane G. Hi,
Hi,
Bora.
Leah.
All right. You want to do a little, a few breaths and
How
a
come it
little
said
prayer?
good evening? Oh, that was I'm under you. That's interesting. I said good evening, tribe, and it comes out under illumination portal. How bizarre is that?
That's because
Admin.
you're an admin.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out all the details here. Hi,
If
Mary.
anybody knows how to do that, get it where other people can
Let's
start.
not do it now. Let's do it.
No, but let us know.
Okay.
Somebody let us know.
Squirrel.
Hi, Emmy J. Hi, Heavenly Blessed Honey. Hi, G. Covington. Hi, Linda Kennedy. My goodness. Hi, Denise McMillan. Hi, Leah. Oh, it's so nice to see everybody. All right. Diana is going to, and Mary Starshine. I hope I said hi to you. Diana's going to give us a little prayer for the 888 Lionsgate.
Okay, so let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths. Hold them at the top. Exhale with your mouth open. Begin. Please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and grace. Mikhail, wrap your blue bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace, so mote it be.
All right. So it is. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you,
Wow.
Diana.
That's beautiful. We got Harley. Hi, Harley.
Harley.
And Teresa Levine and
Leah.
Glow. Hi, Glow.
Bora.
Oh, there she is, Teresa Levine. Hi, lady. Oh, it's so nice to see everybody. And so it is, right, Emmy J? Yeah. Oh, anyway. Okay. All right. So, how did the Lionsgate become the Lionsgate? Well, this year, it's usually an 8-8, but this year it's an 888 because of 2024. So this is extra powerful. What happens is Sirius and Orion's belt lines up with Sirius. Sirius lines up with our central sun, which flows to our local sun, which flows down into Earth and brings in these it's really spiritually based light codes flow into us. So we have this opportunity every year to raise in our frequency, our spiritual frequency, with everything spirit to me. So in our frequency, But it's also an abundance number because it's 8. It's infinity. If we just go with the 8, which is abundance, infinity, manifestation, luck, all these wonderful things that we're passing through, because it is a gate. And if we think about it, I was listening to, oh no, I can't remember who it was, someone earlier who was saying this is a lion's gate. It's usually the line from the past and the line from the future on each side of the gate.
Ooh, that's
But
interesting.
isn't that cool? But since it's a dragon year, the 8 is a dragon year, it's a lion with a dragon. And I thought
Wow.
that was really cool.
I'm a dragon. I'm a water dragon. It's
See?
a wood dragon year, but I'm a water dragon.
Yeah. And it's a peak. It's peak energy. So we have these frequencies coming on to Earth into us, right? As we're walking through the gateway, this helps us for the next. Well, to me, everything's a portal, but let's say the 9/9 portal coming up. But this energy is even more powerful. It's like for the rest of the year, it's going to pull us through, strengthen us in our core to stand in our power. You know, I mean, lions and dragons are very powerful, right?
Well, and now we have the 888, so that is like triple down the power, triple down the strength, right?
So basically, it's time to manifest whatever we want.
Right.
And you can't, I mean, it's coming in like immediate. When you
It's kind of interesting that we had a X-class solar flare today with all these energies coming off the sun, going into the sun and coming off the sun.
Yeah.
Right. And there was an earthquake, a 7.5 magnitude off the coast of Japan. And it was a big one, and a tidal wave, etc.
Was there a tidal wave?
Tsunami warning. So, but I love this in the chat. Leah is the 8th of 8 kids in her family, and Mary Starshine was number 8 to hit the thumbs up here.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, right?
That's very cool.
And Mary Starshine is another 8th birthday.
It's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Them convention starts on an 8 date. Oh, that's cool.
In the full moon. Right? Oh boy.
In the full moon, yeah.
The star Sirius is also called the spiritual sun.
Oh, right.
And that aligns with the earthly sun, our star, that we circulate around, which aligns with Orion's belt, which aligns with Earth. So all of this sets up for this pinnacle date of 8 during solar maximum of the summer months. Even in Egypt, it hits hard, and it goes all the way back to then. In biblical times, there is a gateway that is for lions. This is for the I wrote down the name. The Mycenaean kings with 4 lions, which really they think are really 4 leopards, but the gate still stands today. And that was the gateway, right? That's the gateway through. The kings would come through that gateway, as well as people going in for blessings from the king.
I was looking for pictures today of Lionsgate over on Dreams. I can't think what the name of the thing is that I'm registered with, but they showed that portal gate where all the kings went through.
Yep, there you go.
There was a pair of lions, and the ark was above it.
Right, it's part of the citadel.
Yes.
Also, and at the citadel there are lionesses. Right.
Cool.
So there's that, and then this is like this year it's a little bit farther out. Extended farther. Once Leo season begins, we're really beginning to open that portal, right?
Yeah, 26, yeah.
Right. So it's, and then a lot of people and astrologers think that it's done after the 12th. I don't think so, especially this year because of being
the
the
strength.
triple 8.
Uh,
It's
yeah.
going to go to 16, which is 2 8s.
Well, you know what I was looking at is astrologically on the 23rd, the sun will be aligned with
Yes.
23rd might be the 20. Yeah, the 23rd will be 0 Virgo, which is where Regulus, the fixed star Regulus, will be this year. Most of us were born with it at 28, 29 Leo, but when that sun comes into conjunction with that star Regulus, that's a powerful. So to me, I saw it as this huge portal going into that time period.
And don't you feel this extension coming through all of this? Just as the ley lines and dragon lines have widened and stayed that way, straightened and stayed that way, they're not going to change until the next solstice.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're supposed to realign with what they're going to be. But that, because of all of this time that they've spent so wide open, do you think they're going to go back to this? No, I think they're going to stay with this wide opening so that there is more room for this new earth. Right. And all of the people who are hoping, we are hoping, will join us, right?
Well, I think the joyful energy that is permeating the United States right now, I don't think that's by accident.
No, it's certainly
I think that's a lot of this energy that's coming off our star.
Yeah. Right. So there's a lot to be said about the spiritual experiences that we are all receiving.
Mm-hmm.
And it's stronger right now because we are in the middle of the sign of Leo.
Right.
These are the middle days, right? So that always adds to our ability to communicate, to manifest, to do all the things. But there's one thing that we shouldn't neglect. And that is the need for solitude. Because what do cats represent? Aloofness, withdrawal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come to you when I'm ready for you.
Exactly.
You can't gather my attention. And think about what a king the lion is and how he's.
I was married to a Leo. Right. I understand exactly that they think they're kings.
Right? But you have to wait for the signal that says, come on, baby, come on.
You're right. That's funny. Somebody had a question. I think it was, I can't remember who it was, but they said, is today a good day to sage? Yeah. And my answer is absolutely, with intention and gratitude for the abundance in your life.
Right.
Particularly gratitude for abundance.
Yeah,
right?
See, I'm burning sage right now, but I have a little altar for the sun, like it's all Yellowstones and citrine and things like that. Yeah. And I keep that one going, and I upgrade it, probably once a month. But today I really put a lot of attention to it and blew cinnamon on it and said a prayer over it. This is a day you do want to call in what it is, whatever it is that you're preferring to have come into your life.
Well, another opportunity, if you missed the full moon manifestation with the cinnamon through the door and all of that, today's an even better day to do it because
do you bring the cinnamon in or take the cinnamon out?
Yeah, I'd blow it in today.
Blow it in.
Yeah. And
I
because
I did that yesterday, and I got a booking for an astrology read. Actually got 2 of them.
Yeah.
So one for tomorrow and one for next week.
Nice. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, because this
is. And what do you say when you're blowing the cinnamon into your house?
Oh, I put that
on You're a blowhard, Diana.
I put that on my channel and my community board on the 1st of every month. There's just, you can say however, I just say thank you, Mother, Father, God, and call in abundance and call in health, safety, protection, abundance, But
and
when
if
you were
all of that
talking,
is too much, you can always say, "Hey guys, come on down."
yeah,
Exactly.
they coming in. I'm always bringing that in.
Yeah.
But when you were talking about Leo season, okay, Leo represents the heart, right? So it is
Mhm.
about loving ourselves, accepting ourselves fully, and being, being in integrity, being honest, being truthful, being ethical, being authentic.
Right.
That's a high vibrational Leo. We could go to the lower vibrational Leos or narcissists, but we don't usually talk about that. But to bring in that higher vibrational Leo, I just wanted to point out what those attributes were.
Well, my Pluto is smack dab in the middle of Leo,
Well, I got
in the
everything in
11th
Leo.
house.
Everything in
Boom. and am I an entertainer? Kinda.
You think?
I'm not. I'm not an
I'm
entertainer, and
not
I got
either. Not at
every
all.
planet in Leo except my sun and my Venus. But it doesn't. I didn't want anyway.
Well,
Uh,
just to solidify the enough Leo in me in Mayan astrology, my Jaguar, I am a Jaguar, a white Jaguar, and that's a lion because they don't have lions down there. There's Jaguars, right? So
right.
it goes right along with all of that little flair and flamboyance that I sometimes wake up with.
Ah, I see. I see. Hi, Randy. I didn't see Randy.
Yay,
Hi.
Mary Starshine. Are you born in 49? Because
What?
while Pluto
Hi,
is
Karen Doyle.
one of
How
the
are you?
generationals.
Well, here, let's do a couple
Look at
slides.
you
This
go,
is
girl.
and you thank you. This is thanks to Priscilla because without her, I wouldn't know how to do slides. All right, so we're in the. I love that picture. 888 get
Karen
Lionsgate
Doyle.
portal aligning with the Sirius portal, which is why this is this time of year.
Does
Oh,
having Leo retrograde diminish or show the shadow side of ego? That's from Leah.
I know. I would say not. In fact, Leo retrograde will probably make you more an inner Leo than an outer Leo. You know
Well,
what I
Right.
mean?
Leo is ruled by the sun, so he doesn't have a retrograde.
Nobody does. If she has it in her chart, she does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're saying the sun doesn't have a retrograde?
Yeah,
But
the sun doesn't go retrograde.
is she
So,
saying the
I
sun
don't.
or is she saying,
She doesn't say where it
okay,
is. She just says, "Does
yeah,
having Leo retrograde diminish or show the shadow
yeah.
side of an ego?"
Because she could have Uranus and Leo retrograde. And I mean, to me,
Yeah.
that would be, that's a
Yeah.
couple
She
layers.
doesn't have it quite right.
what
The
planets
question.
do you have in Leo?
Yeah. You'd have to tell
That
us the
would
planets,
right.
Leo. What
Can
planets?
anyone read that? I can't unless I come all the way up here. You want me to go to the next one?
Well, and let me answer this for Mary Starshine. She's born in 1950. So the big planets,
Me too.
the size does not matter. The planets that are farther away from us, the goal-setting planets, are generational planets because they move so slowly.
Right.
So Pluto for my generation, 1950, 1949, 47, 48. And think about it, if in 49 it's at 14 degrees when I was born, 1950 you might be at 15 degrees because it takes 20 years for it to go through a sign. So it's a
Yeah.
generational thing for Pluto, for Uranus, for what's the other one out there?
Yeah. The only thing I have in
Pluto and Neptune.
Leo is
Those
Pluto
four.
in
Yeah,
my South
all the
Node.
outer planets are generational and they take a very long time.
Right. And so you
Um,
it's like those of us who are the hippie generation, the flower power kids from the 60s and the Woodstock Nation, we all basically, those big planets have all fallen into the same sign, not necessarily the same house, but the same sign.
Mm-hmm.
So we share that humanitarian goal. If it's Uranus, we share that we got to fix this. If it's Pluto, we share that dreaminess and what was the mantra? Free drugs, free sex.
Me
and
too,
free
Mary
rock and roll.
Sunshine.
You know, we share that with
See,
Neptune.
and that's probably your Uranus, Mary Starshine, if you're a rebel, or you have a lot of Aquarius. Now, don't forget,
Sure.
Aquarius is across from Leo, so they vibe off each other.
Yes, they vibe off
And
each other. Well,
that's why Leos want to be so unique, you know, I think, is because they got that Aquarius vibe hitting them.
nice kidding.
I stand out. You know, we're all originals though, really, right? So
Yeah, absolutely.
But I know what you're saying. That rebel thing, it's really hard.
Well, my north node is in Aquarius and my south node is in Leo.
There you go.
Pluto.
There you go.
Next to Pluto.
Well,
Sure.
but so your south node is giving you, that's what you're a master in. Those are what you came in with, those attributes already part of your package, right? You came in with that. So,
wouldn't you say that also takes that, and I don't mean this in a bad way at all. There is a self-centeredness to the heart chakra. There is a self-centeredness to the sign of Leo because he rules the heart. And when we go across to Aquarius, well, that's the water bearer. He's putting the water back into the earth for all of humanity. So the lessons you have learned is taking care of yourself, that need for the health, for the heart-centeredness, because everybody needs that. And then the lesson to be learned in this life is how to share that with everybody.
That's the channel, I suppose. that makes sense.
You have a grand water trine. Yeah, and that's nice, Mary Starshine. Very psychic.
And it can be a little difficult because they're both fixed signs.
Oh, Leo and
fixed planets.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, and do you want to read that first, Priscilla?
Sure.
Why do I have
August 7th through 8th, the Sun sextile Jupiter, right before 888 Gateway. One of the most fortunate days. Divine energy is bringing you good fortune and extraordinary luck. Woohoo! Especially those with pure hearts are being rewarded. Bringing karmic rewards, financial rewards, growth, big wins, wealth, travel, success beyond you could ever imagine. The hard work you put in and good deed you did for others is being rewarded. They didn't word this right. Your wishes are coming true. Continue to be clear about your intentions because the future you want is manifesting right now. Divine powers are helping you experience good fortune in life. What you are seeking is seeking you. You have had enough lessons and it's time for good fortune and happiness. Right on.
And see, that worked out.
So it is.
And and that worked out perfectly yesterday for Diana. This is the, all you got to do is put out an intention from your heart. And this stuff comes in. I know a couple people had some really cool things coming to them this week. So,
and it was right after I blew the cinnamon in the door. I don't know.
I
can't remember if I told you that or not.
I'm blowing cinnamon in my door after this show.
You did, yeah. You got. I love blowing cinnamon. I did that today. And I blew it on my altar, but I am going to blow through the door after we're done. It's really cool, though. I mean, we have so much magic at our disposal, but it starts with our words, Do you want to read that, Diana, or can you? Can you see it?
No, I can't see it. It's by the time
I can read it.
The screen is broken down.
I got it if you want. Oh, well, this helps us because the Lionsgate really was 7/25 is actually the Mayan day at a time. So it starts on July 26th and it goes to 8-12, but like Diana and I were saying, it's probably going to go up until that Sun conjunct fixed star Regulus, which is a royal fixed star. It's all about, and it's not about um, lording over people. It's being your own sovereign being,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
that's important. So it says spiritual rebirth and awakening, heightened intuition and wisdom, heart chakra activation, dreams and visions, contact and communications. I would say that's spiritual contact and communications,
Hmm.
whole self healing, and I can't read. I can't. The slide things under on top of the next.
Creative creation and manifestation.
Yeah.
Very cool. And
And
see,
when
the
we look at
dream.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I was just gonna say, watch out because your dreams and visions are gonna be really potent, or probably have been, and gonna just amp up. And not only that, um, our intuition and our psychic abilities are going to also. I think, don't you,
Yes.
Diana?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And as an artist, when you go to draw an animal or anything, you kind of want to outline the shape. So you know where you're going once you get inside of there.
Mm-hmm.
It just helps to keep you, right? When I look at the lion, it is the shape of a diamond. His head is the shape of a diamond,
Right. I agree.
accentuating the ability of manifestation, because what do diamonds represent? The highest, the greatest, the
Money.
most expensive, the infinity, because diamonds can break regardless of what they say. They can be broken, but it sure does take a hell of a lot to do that.
Yeah. That's.
So it
I
goes
mean,
with that infinity. And
yeah. No.
before we move on, can I draw attention to the fact that in the tarot decks, before Rider Waite and Pamela Coleman Smith got together, the strength card was the number 8 card. I mean, I'm sorry, the number 11 card.
Mm.
And it was once called fortitude, force. And it also, the justice card was the number 8 card.
Interesting.
So
I
when
I
Pamela
like that
Coleman
for this year.
Smith,
yeah.
right? And the other card that goes with that is temperance, because what happens? You want justice. You have to have strength to get that justice, but you also have to have the temperance that it takes for it to be manifested, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so Rider Waite hired Pamela Coleman Smith to be their artist. And so when the three of them got together, they had switched the positions to align with the dawn, the golden dawn, the hermetic law of the golden dawn,
Right.
which was to align it with astrology. And the strength card not only had that Leo, that lion on there, but it represents what a lion represents. And the 11 card, which is justice, is Libra, the balance.
Yeah.
And they make the best lawyers and judges is to have a Libra in that position. So when those three got together, they switched it because they were all about the soothsayer and it was amazing the things they did. They were members of the Golden Dawn. Pamela Coleman Smith was actually raised by her nannies in the islands, and her history is amazing. Everybody should get familiar with her history, and you'll have a greater understanding of why the tarot became what it did after being, the French deck, which was really hard because it had less pictures. The only pictures that you could find were in the major arcana
Major
card,
Arcana.
right?
Mm.
So the meanings basically remembered the same, but they also changed the name of fortitude to strength, because it takes strength to have fortitude.
Mm.
It does.
Very cool. That's pretty cool.
Very interesting info.
And today, well, this part of the day, we have a Libra moon. So
Yes.
we do have Leo and Libra going together. I want to come in and say hi to Rossi, Karen Robinson, Aaron,
Bringing
how
us
are
to that
you?
temperance, right?
I think I got everybody. Jen Bowles, hi. Rossi, I think I said hi. Amanda Carroll, Joyful Journey, Rita Willow Readings. Liz and Awe, how are you? The cicadas are loud, huh, Aaron? She can't hear. The phone's all
You
over.
must be in Virginia.
I wish I could. I haven't heard any. Oh my
I haven't
goodness.
either.
No,
I haven't heard any.
there's not enough trees yet where you live.
Oh my God, I'm covered out here. I'm in the country. I don't even know where I am.
Yeah,
Goodness
right.
Lord.
You need to go up to Thomas Jefferson's house.
All right, so let's see. Let's go. Oh yeah, up there would be beautiful. Is that too? Can I? Oh, did I just make things bigger on your side? when I
No,
did that?
you can make it bigger just like you would a piece of paper or a photograph with your thumb so you can read it. You changed it that time.
I know. I'm trying to do it, and it's not.
No,
It's
do
just
it away from the pictures. Do it
on
like
the
just
on
to
the
the
back.
side of the picture, just to the side of the photo, but in the background.
Let's see. I keep changing. If I touch the picture, I change it.
Don't touch the picture. Just touch the background. Put your arrow on the background and then pinch.
What's going on is that it's my whole screen is moving.
Yes, it does, but it makes it bigger, so big enough for you to read it.
Oh, okay.
And
I
then
was
you
like,
just
wait a minute.
pinch
I'm
it
thinking
back.
the picture's gonna do it. I'm sorry. Okay.
I'll read it. I don't mind. I can read it.
Okay.
The Lionsgate portal opens every year on July 26th and peaks August 8th and closes August 12th when the sun in Leo, the star Sirius, Orion's belt, and the Earth all line up, creating a powerful portal of energy, which is potent for manifesting. 8 is known as the powerhouse number, and it acts as a bridge between the material and spiritual realms. It's also the number of power and wealth. This portal is a important spiritual time, and tapping into your own spiritual world will amplify this energy. Use this cosmic power wisely and trust that rapid growth is in store. The possibilities of this portal are truly infinite. It's interesting. Our farm address was 888 South Reno Road.
Oh,
And
wow.
I can't say that we had an abundance of money, but that's where my spiritual path really kicked in.
Wow.
That's when I really started studying and learning and taking classes and reading books and all of that nonsense. Not nonsense, but all that stuff.
Yeah. And the spiritual path to me is abundant too,
Yes, it was very much abundant in love and growth, for sure.
And spirit. All right. Diana, did you want to read it or did you want me to?
Honey, I can't.
Oh,
She's
okay.
on her phone. There's no way.
Oh, that's right. You're on your phone. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm on my iPad, but the screen is too small.
Oh,
I'm on my laptop. I can read it if you want me to.
Well, maybe if I got rid of the chat.
I can do it. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah. This is one of the most significant portals of the year. The Lionsgate portal is when Sirius, our spiritual sun, is closest to the earth, bringing with it an awakening of spiritual energy, activations, and deep transformation. Oh, that's another important thing, that transformation. It's not just your personal transformation, it's what it is doing for the whole of the universe and the good of all mankind.
Yeah.
It is important that we begin to prepare for this energy now. The Lionsgate portal opens on July 16th peaks on August 8th, and closes August 26th. Now, that's the longest one.
I've never heard of that one being
I
that.
haven't
You know,
either.
to
Wow.
me, signs are sympathetic on either side of the sign you're celebrating.
Yeah.
So, because they're parallel, they're the bookends, right?
Yeah.
And so I like that, because that puts us into Virgo, service to others. And July 16th is taking care of and preparing for and nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
So leading up to this powerful portal, we will be experiencing a deep purge, which will allow us to expand when the time is right. In our Lionsgate portal activation, you will receive a clearing, activation, and integration of high frequency ascension energies that will assist you in working in with the potent Lionsgate portal. And I happen to find a little sentence for every sun sign.
Cool.
And so let me see if I can get
well, can I say
light.
one thing about that
Sure.
powerful, that deep purge? I don't know about y'all, but I felt a deep purge since about the middle of July until now.
Yep.
True that.
That was intense too. And didn't it feel like it was almost like a collective purge too? Like
Yes.
Yep.
we're helping each other raise in frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you're a Cancer, so that is perfect because it began in your sign.
Yeah.
Right?
Kick my butt.
Right.
But that's okay. I feel good today.
A quick little sentence for each sun sign, or apply it to whatever sign you want to. Aries, reconnect with an old project inspiring the inner child in you. Taurus, take time to be honest with loved ones about what your plan is. Gemini, be clear about opinions. Don't back down from your point of view, but be nice.
Be nice.
What is it? And this one I like, because you just said it, the abundance of spirituality. What is abundance for you? Cultivate what you already have, and manifest what you want to see.
Nice.
Leo, confident by nature, but live it. Don't be afraid to stand in your truth. Virgo, get still within yourself.
Oh, Lord, you're asking a lot.
Be as compassionate with you and in service to yourself as you are to others.
Yes, Virgos leave themselves out. That's the truth. Yeah.
Libra, embrace bigger social circle. Networking helps. Scorpio, where do you want to be next? Talk about what you are aspiring with those you care about.
Santa Fe.
There you go. Okay, we'll help you manifest that.
Thank you.
Sagittarius, new adventures. You always want to go on them, but manifest them. Even if you can't afford it right now, manifest a plan. You're going to be in awe of yourself when you find out how lucky you really are. Capricorn, your intuition is point on. Your psychic downloads are unbelievable. Go with it. Aquarius, focus on maintenance or restoration of old relationships. And then Pisces, don't overload those feet of yours.
Pisces rules the feet.
Right? You don't have to be serious about everything. Get out there and have some fun.
Oh my gosh, fun has been like keeps coming up for me. Hi, White Dragon.
Hey, White Dragon.
Yeah, nice to see you. Everybody's here. Randy, I hope things are better in your car. Let's see. Okay.
And Laurie Hunsinger says, I think she wants to be on a farm.
Yeah. Okay. Me too.
And I know Leah wants to be on one. And Randy, did you make it to Shasta yet, Randy?
She's going back, I think. Or she should be there.
Already gone back.
Yeah. Are you back now?
Right?
She hasn't. I haven't heard from her, so I don't know. Amanda Carroll's ready to hit the road again, and when the path opens, that's
Me
awesome.
too, Amanda. I'm tired of sitting tight. I'm ready to move. Manifest that van finished.
Manifest a van. I know. I don't know. I don't even know what I want. I'm just gonna sit here and be in gratitude because I
Good for
don't know
you,
what.
Randy. Randy says she's there now. Good for you.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Randy, blessings.
Yeah. Is it
I'm
nice?
with you
How's
there
energy?
too, Randy. I'm
You gotta
so
let it.
jelly.
Oh,
We
she's
should have
driving
a
all day.
manifestation day before this portal closes. Like when we come back to do the full moon, which is such a day, huh? The 19th is such a day because, well, Jupiter and Saturn are already in their square, but it's going to continue.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, all of that's going on, and a certain convention begins.
Yeah.
It'll be a good day to have Animal
Mhm.
Farm.
Animal farm. And yeah, Mars and Jupiter are almost conjunct, 12 and 15 degrees. So he's coming up closer to Jupiter. That's gonna be good. That's gonna
Yeah.
get people who are like on the fence of what do I want to do? What's my big dream? But
Right.
that's gonna give you that ability to take action and go for it, you know.
Right.
So that's really cool. And that's just building up. So that's probably going to go on the rest of the month. I'm not sure when they're exact, but it's going to be a good. Still, it's good now.
Yeah, I'm looking at a chart for the 18th exactly.
Mm.
So,
Is that
yeah.
when they're conjunct on the 18th? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, they're at 17. The Jupiter's at 17 degrees and 16 minutes. Saturn's at 17 degrees and 32 minutes. So Jupiter's going to catch up to Saturn.
Oh,
Saturn,
wow.
you know,
Yeah.
Saturn is retro there, right? And Jupiter is not.
Oh, yeah.
So
No.
they're going to come together.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice. That's a square. I'm talking about Mars. I mean, with Mars, when did Mars and Jupiter come conjunct? Because they're 3 degrees away right now.
Oh, Mars and Jupiter that day, Mars is at 19 degrees. So.
Okay, so it'd be about the 15th, maybe.
Well, that's the 19th. I'm sorry, the 18th, it's Mars at 19 degrees and Jupiter at 17 degrees. So 2 days, 3 days later, they will be exact.
Oh,
but
later.
that 3 degree or 2 degree orb, I mean, they're already in play.
Yeah, you're gonna have that feeling of Nancy, like I want it. This is where I want to be.
and as hard as it is, you got to kind of reel it in a little bit.
Yeah, right now.
Because you know it's it's also going to be like a bookend to the vertex at that hour of the day in the evening hours and close, you know, 20 degrees between Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on from that parallel that they have going on between Jupiter and Uranus.
Well, I'm more and hi Jet Law and Tropical Empress and Spirit. Nice to see you here. And we have Mercury in retrograde. By then, well, by the 14th, he'll be back in Leo. Right now, he's in Virgo, so you're figuring out the details. If you
that's if they have a Kazami between Mercury and the Sun at 26 degrees.
What, the 14th?
The 18th.
The 18th. Okay, because the 14th he'll be in Leo, right? And then he goes to Kazami, meaning heart of the sun, on the 18th. But right now it's in Virgo retrograde. So if you get your details lined up for whatever it is that you do want to do with Mars and Jupiter over there together. Well, that's going to be a nice one.
Case in point, I'm having new shingles put on, right? And part of this house over this room had a terrible leak when I first moved in. So that had to be addressed right away.
Mm-hmm.
So last year it was made 2 years ago. Sorry, it was made completely correct. last week I had the front part of the garage done and a couple of spots taken care of on this side that I was worried about were going to be troublesome. And then I had them walk the other part of the roof. And he can't get to me for another week, but everything's in play. It's all set up and ready to go. And Leo is going to be, Mercury is going to be back in Leo when he goes up there to address the other side of this house and get the new shingles on. And the other perfect thing about it is the guy who owns the company, his birthday is that day. So it's like, okay, we can, this is, you can't make this up. This is perfect.
No, you can't. And there's so many synchronicities going on, like whatever that's specific for you. I just noticed there's a lot of things that are just clicking into place. Mary Starshine is asking, what does Neptune and the moon in Libra reveal? Very intuitive if you have them conjunct, or even, well, they're both in Libra. Your moon is your intuition. Neptune's your intuition, your psychic abilities, your imagination. But Libra, right, brings in that balance. You seek balance, justice, fairness. You probably may have a lot of friends. A lot of Libra, Libra energy brings in a group of friends usually. But they would be heart-centered friends because these are people you trust.
Right. And what house is it in? And I would also think that it helps reel in that Neptune who jumps into the illusion part, reels them in a little bit and says, no, wait a minute. You got to have a little more proof than that. How many times has this happened? Which guide do you think it is? Is this a new guide? All of that stuff will come into play from your Libra moon. And
this is fifth house.
Fifth house? The house of Leo.
The house of Leo. So you're really, you like to have fun as family, pets, children, you're heart-centered. Leo, the fifth house is the most fun house. Let's put it that way. Leos are known for the most fun house. So you like to have parties, or used to, and things like that,
I just heard Freddie Mercury singing, "Don't Stop Me Now."
Freddie's here. Now, Freddie's here. Hi, Freddie. Everybody say hi to Freddie Mercury. I love when they come.
Hey, Freddie, love you.
Yeah, I love you, Freddie. No doubt about it.
Absolutely. All right. So let's see. So the planetary or galactic New Year was recognized, or did we read this one?
Nope.
Okay.
You want to get rid of Mary down at the bottom?
Late July. And see, this is why I wish this thing worked for you.
I know.
So feel the intense power rising as we head towards the ignition of a new spiral of time in which we can alter our personal and planetary trajectory. The Lionsgate is magical and a magical and powerful moment. Now I love that line where it says, feel the intense power of the spiral, because everything is going up the spiral, and we really have a lot of. We're driving now. I want to say it like this. We've never realized that we were driving this whole time in these bodies, but we're now driving. We're free sovereign beings, and we have the controls. Of course, spirit's our co-pilot, right? So that's always. I think that's pretty cool, but we're not used to it because we didn't think we had the ability to drive. We've all been told you can't do that, or that wasn't even available on the list. Yeah. But now this is what's opening up for us. So remember, we are in charge. The heliacal rising of Sirius and the land of the suns. We are in a very powerful time in which the Earth is being affected by both the sun and the blue star Sirius in the lead up to the Lionsgate. Okay, so this was part of the lead up, but we're here now, and it's still going to go on. And I think we said I believe it's going to go on until the 23rd, till we go with Regulus. Did you
Right.
want to? You want to read this? You want to read this
Sure.
one, Priscilla?
Yeah. As powerful light codes flow through the Lionsgate portal, your ascension journey is getting an accelerated boost. Your sense of connection between the universe and your inner self is growing stronger by the day. Trust the revelations. You are moving through a deep transition. Things will become clearer from this point. You'll know who you are and where you stand, what you need to do, and where you need to be. I love the light on his third eye.
I know, it's so
Picture.
cool.
It's a cool picture.
It is a cool picture. Okay, let's see. Um, Diana, can you see any of these now? Huh?
Let me see.
I don't want to.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Every year on August 8th, we celebrate the peak of the Lionsgate portal. This year, the Lionsgate portal will be extra powerful because it's not just the 8-8 numerology code. 2024 is the universal year of 8. Therefore, we have the numerology code of 888, the ultimate abundance. The angelic number 888 also applies here. It's a guardian angel number. So name it whatever you want to name it. What is your guardian angel's name? He's sending you 888. Infinitely. And where the spiritual meets the physical. It also, 8 also represents expansion, infinity, and where the spiritual meets the physical. During this powerful stargate, we will receive a huge flow of cosmic energies that will activate our dormant DNA. Obviously, mine is dominant because it has a mind of its own. And an abundance template. This is a time of massive frequency and potential. And oh my gosh, just being here with all of you all, that's how I'm feeling. It feels so much better now. But I know we had a day of all of that deep inner work that we all need to do constantly, right? I mean, shadow work
never ends.
goes away.
Never ends.
Never ends.
Never ends. But I love this about how we're bringing this spiritual. To me, I keep seeing like our higher selves coming into our physical bodies more. And this is, again, we have the steering wheel. We have more and more. We're more integrated into our own our own bodies, right? So, and the DNA, that DNA is being turned on. There's 12 strands of DNA at any moment. We're evolving, and who knows what strands are on in each of us. But I feel like people in this community, higher consciousness community, are turning on their DNA faster, in my opinion. That's what I think.
Well, as you and I were talking, because of this ascension sickness that we're all going through. Mm-hmm. When I looked at it through your spiritual explanation, it really helped me. Yes, there is a medical explanation for what anybody with autoimmune is experiencing compared to what people who don't suffer the malady of autoimmune issues. It's different. And it has been addressed in the past in your own history of going to the doctor. So that's identified. I've got a finger on it. I know what it is, but it doesn't change the effect.
Exactly.
Right? And then the other day, I was in the doldrums, as you will. And Valerie helped set my mind straight because I couldn't get past it. And I literally couldn't move. I just could not move without being in total agony. And then when I put the spiritual twist on it and changing from carbon to crystalline, even though we're born indigo from my generation, that doesn't mean that I don't have room to expand, because that indigo is going to get more pressure and change shape again. Turn into coal, become a diamond, I mean, what's next in line?
Yeah.
It's carbon, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm turning into that diamond dust. And when I put that spin on it,
Changes everything, doesn't it?
well, it made the agony easier, you
Yeah.
know,
It
that
does. It
moment
really
where
does,
I
though.
can't move. I can't, excuse me, but I can't fucking move. And it's, you guys know me, you can't make me sit still. So, you know,
Right.
this is extremely frustrating. I walk around with one flip-flop on in order to balance out the fact that one leg is shorter than the other. But when I do yoga, I'm not suffering it. I was able to hide it even from myself. I was able to keep a stride. I was able to, I had a nice long gait to my steps. Without being able to do yoga, things are shrinking, and I'm not liking this at all because I have to get back to being able to cover me. You know, I mean, I'm
Totally get it.
not trying to come from a place of ego here, but it's like how you work with your body is how you survive.
It's true, but that is true. But this is a specific period of time, right, where we're going.
Yeah.
And we're,
Remind me one more time, please.
yeah, and this energy, right, is pulling out all that stuff that is causing us immense discomfort and pain. Because once we can't, well, and yeah, I'm not saying don't stretch or don't move, but spirit has been telling you for a while to sit at home and sit your butt down. But that's
right. I mean, if it wasn't enough that gave me a couple of things to deal with physically, you closed the damn park for me. I can't even make an attempt.
Oh, no.
It's pretty clear, right? But as you sit there and you heal and you do the stretching that you can, let your body loosen up. Okay, so that carbon, all that density, that toxicity can be released so the crystalline can come in. But it takes time. No patience, Missy. I understand though. I understand. I'm not going to point fingers. I got my own issues, but I love you.
That's what I'm here for.
And that's right. I love you, and I understand. And I know it's not easy. I know it. Okay. Anybody see that one? I can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Power Day of the Master Manifester. Requiring discipline and a balanced power use of power. Huh?
Balanced power, use of power. What?
Walking with a foot in both worlds at once. Learning how to love openly with trust. Acting with maturity and wisdom. Focusing with positive intent. ElizabethPeru.com. You need to learn to put sentences together.
I can't. I just get these off of
Mercury retrograde August 4th to 28th. A return to the throne of the heart. What does that mean, ladies?
That's powerful. Isn't that just that statement alone?
It is.
Because Mercury went retrograde at 4 degrees Virgo. He's going to go back all the way to 21 Leo, the throne of the heart, right? As soon as he goes back into Leo, he's in the heart.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really
want.
So he goes figuring out details before he goes retrograde, right? Goes retrograde, still trying to figure out details, but then goes to the heart. The heart gives him the way forward. And then when he comes back into Virgo, he can line it up how the heart wants it.
Right.
So to me, that's a pretty cool thing. It's beautiful.
And the opportunity to tend to the things you love, including the compassion you need for yourself, because he's in Leo. And bringing us back to that heart-centeredness that so many of us drop at the door when we get home, or the kids come home, or we go to work, or, you know, all of that business. So it's
or
versus giving you a chance.
Right. Or you don't want to sit still and heal for a little bit.
Well, you know, case in point, right? I went outside this morning. When I woke up, it was 55 degrees out there, and it was
It
like,
was 60 here. I couldn't believe it.
right? Oh, good. I'll be able to get out and pull some weeds and blah, blah, blah. By the time I had it together to do that, I got outside. It was 80 degrees, and I'm telling you, it was after Terry's meditation, so it was only, what, 10 o'clock here.
10 o'clock.
I couldn't breathe. That was it. Ran back in the house and didn't go back outside since, except to
That's
get
no
the
fun.
I'm sorry. And then we had an X-class solar flare, so you didn't want to be out there anyway.
Exactly. Well, that's probably what did it, you know?
The solar flares affect her lupus. She said it feels like worms are under her skin when the sun hit.
Wow.
So that I wouldn't go out there either.
Me either. I don't
Mary
want worms
started-
under my skin.
No, I would. That feeling would drive me crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, there were, especially before I started taking Plaquenil, which is hydroxychloroquine. It's quinine, made by a pharmacy instead of a shaman in South America. Because if you went to a shaman in South America, he would make this up for you, but he would strip a tree bark and make you the most foul tasting thing. Well, if you've ever had a gin and tonic, till you put the gin in, tonic is one of the most bitter things you want to eat, right? When I first started taking it, they didn't coat the pill, and it would begin to dissolve that fast. And it was like quinine on steroids, because it was the worst. It was like rub your tongue in the pillow when you're done kind of medicine, you know?
But does it help?
Oh, yes. It makes it,
I used to take it for restless leg.
well, and it's an anti-malarial, and it does has all of these calming effects. Nobody knows why it works, but it does, and it relaxes the muscles. So, anybody who doesn't already know, quickly, when you have an autoimmune disease, rheumatoid, arthritic, systemic lupus is what mine is labeled. It causes the separation of every cell in your body. Like the collagen that holds every single cell together begins to attack itself because it thinks you have a virus or it thinks you have the flu, and it's trying to rid your body of it. What it doesn't understand is that it is destroying the glue that holds you together.
Yeah.
So when it causes that separation, that's where the pain comes. And I mean, there are so many people who are so much worse off than I. And I've had it all my life. When I was a kid, I'd have seizures. They'd test me for epilepsy because they were grand mal, and it'd come back negative. No, that's not what she's got. But I grew up in the 50s. They didn't know or understand enough about any of these rheumatoid diseases until 1980, when blood tests made a time shift themselves, and they were able to understand that it is and acts like a virus. It triggers itself, it becomes active, and it goes dormant when it wants to.
And look at what, okay, I just want to point out Mary Starshine. She says, Chiron says we are regaining the ability to communicate with the cells of our bodies that we lost in ancient past. But then she says this, which is, that's really cool in itself. Your generation and all of us.
Were at white sands.
Absolutely. I can remember when they were blowing off the bombs, all of a sudden we switched. I was like 5, 6 years old, and we were all getting canker sores on our tongues. And I grew up in Detroit, man, the industrial Midwest. Screw that. Everything, you know what's going into the sky. So between the atomic blasts and the crap in the sky from Zug Island, Body by Fisher, we were all getting sick. And that's it, Mary Starshine. Everybody who is from that generation, there were no regulations on pollution. And what, you know, what can happen if you know who does you know what?
He's not going anywhere. But he did cause enough problems with doing what he
Right.
did. And this is okay, this is why we're going through well, this we're solar maximum 25. The sun is, I think, the way I'm showing it, every time a flare hits Earth, it clears out density, clears out toxins, it clears it out of all life on Earth too, because we have been subjected to a lot of nefarious crap as humans,
Absolutely.
throughout time. Um, Rooted Willow says it's affecting her. That's how I found out. My fibromyalgia was flaring up during the last solar maximum. It
Oh,
I
really?
Everybody thought I was crazy because, like Diana said, there was, well, the blood test came later, but really no one's even honoring anyone with an autoimmune except for these last maybe 5-10 years.
Yeah,
Are they
that's
really
true.
giving it
I have
any?
two autoimmune diseases: type 1 diabetes,
There
adult
you go.
onset,
Mm,
and
Yep.
also Hashimoto's, which is thyroid hypothyroidism.
Yeah.
oh my
And
Both
there you go.
autoimmune.
Well,
goodness.
and
Autoimmune.
that's another thing. Until I had breast cancer, I didn't know I carried hepatitis. I didn't know I had hepatitis till then.
Wow,
Wow. Yeah, a lot of our
crazy.
generation got hepatitis from, um, God, goodness knows how. Harley, you're smart. She says the I can't say the word, cells that eat other cells. Phagocytes. Oh my goodness. Um, Mary Starshine is saying the thymus gland didn't shrink till I was more than 1 year old.
My
Whoa.
fellow dragon Lori has Hashimoto's too. It's crazy, isn't it?
Oh my
Literally,
gosh.
my first and second to last spinal epidural made me get RLS. Oh my God, that's horrible. I've had it all my life before they called it RLS, restless leg syndrome.
Oh
My
man.
family,
Oh
all
wow.
of us in my family had it, and we just called it the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
The
goodness.
heebie-jeebies.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
and it's related because that happens to me too. But when it does, I know it's time for me to go to bed.
I can't wear, tight leggings.
Oh,
Anything tight around my calves, my legs, I can wear it for maybe an hour or so, and then it's got to come off.
Really?
Oh
I
yeah,
have that with
and I
my
take
foot.
Ropenetrol at night, 4 milligrams. I think 3 milligrams of Ropenetrol every night, so I can sleep, as well as magnesium
Yeah.
and other things, magnesium, zinc, vitamin C.
Magnesium's my thing. Yeah, I take all kinds of stuff, but you have to because
Nothing's
no
in our
doctor,
food anymore.
not in our
There's no
state, and
nutrition.
not one doctor said, "Gee, take your vitamins and minerals." Not one said to go work out. Said, well, I couldn't even move back then, but I mean, I had to figure out my own health because they weren't figuring it out.
Yeah,
isn't this the
absolutely.
truth? I got a new rheumatologist, and I was explaining to her all the stuff that's going on and the pain, and she because this was a different pain, she goes, I don't know what that's about. And she didn't want to talk to me. Thank
No,
God for
they don't.
chiropractors. But it still
No,
took me another year to get to a chiropractor
yeah,
because
no.
nobody else would listen.
No one listened. That's why I gave up on them. I had so much BS
It's
taught to me, and I tried all their stuff, and none of it made me feel any better. So,
yeah.
I, you-
You know what? You know what Alice would say? It's broken. The whole thing is so broken. The
It's
medical
well,
broken.
that's
is
what's
so
being said.
broken.
That's what Spirit's saying. I mean, Spirit.
Yep.
That's why we're raising in frequency and we're ascending because that all of this stuff that has been not in humanity's favor has got to be cleared out so we
It
can
does.
live in harmonious life. I mean, you know how long we lived on Earth and have been treated unkindly probably since the beginning of time, since we got here. Do you want to read that one, Light Leaders? Can you see that, hon?
Your purpose is needed now more than ever. The big shift is occurring. The portal is open. The higher dimensions are calling. Go inward. Heal anything else that still needs healing during the time of this time of isolation.
Mm.
It's time to take action. We need your voice. We need your truth. We need you to uphold and uplift the frequency of the planet. You've been training for this all your life. This is what we've been waiting for. This is why we came. It's time for the uprising of love and light. I love you. I believe in you. All of creation is cheering us on. You're divinely held and protected. Get your light and love into the world. Warrior. Whoever wrote that, thank you.
Yeah, I like that one.
Big letters on my community page or something.
I need some big letters too. I know this one. Okay, this one's little. Can you see that one, Diana?
Good luck.
Yep. Embrace. Embrace this heightened surge of high vibrational frequency for DNA activations. Oh my gosh. And the girls are all talking here in the chat. Cheryl's gonna, I think it's Cheryl, is going to ask her guides for healing codes for all of us.
Oh,
the
yes,
hidden
please.
diseases, right?
But I like she also said, I asked my angels to take me to the realm where I sleep to heal.
There you go.
I love that.
Who does that? Where am I? How come I can't see her?
709.
So often we go on these journeys, but we go rescue others and go heal others.
Oh, okay.
And it isn't always in our own best interest to do that. Not that I don't want to help, but when I wake and I see the grid on the ceiling, if it's honeycomb, I know I was on a mission for others. If it's squares, then I know that it was a healing code for me.
Interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I can't see where she's at. You said 709. That's 909, right? For me. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, babe.
Sorry. I'm going all the way back. So I do that with Mother Earth. Like she'll take me down into the core of the earth, into these pools and heal me and stuff like that. Like,
oh, the pools. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, the pools
it
in
is
South America. Oh my gosh.
It is so cool. And that's like when about the same time I had to start going into healing myself. I mean, I would wrap myself with light. I would have dragons helping me. I mean, everything helping me, angels. And finally, I just would follow the breadcrumbs. First, it was magnesium, and it just went from there, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
So frequency, vibrational frequency for DNA activations, light code unlockings, paradigm shifts, and third eye chakra activations, leading to profound soul transformations. Harness the potent energy by setting intentions that align with your soul's desires, allowing for significant shifts on all levels and creating space for miracles to unfold.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
And there's that diamond shape again. And now his third eye, we've got Raphael's healing light.
Beautiful. That's correct, right, Leah? 90% of chronic pain is undiagnosed or not only do they label it PTSD, but they will give you psych meds.
Yeah. You're depressed. Here, take that. You're depressed. Here, take that.
It's terrible. I'm not seeing, I see a couple things from Cheryl. Here she is. There are many energy healers in this community. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, Pam Drennan, is that someone who has a channel?
I've never heard of her.
Of course.
I think she was on Allie's channel, wasn't she, Cheryl? Pam Drennan? I think I just saw. I'm not sure. I think I saw her on Allie's channel, but I could be wrong. I haven't been really watching anybody. I haven't had any.
This past week has been kind of entering the silence a lot this past week.
Okay, you want me to read this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see.
We're almost done.
Make it larger. Okay, 8-8, big life. Transformation in this energy, you will realize what you truly want and make a lot of life changes to align with that. Oh, I like that.
Yes.
Manifestation. Powerful day for manifestation as it opens up new opportunities and blessings. And then I'm not sure if I can read all this. Can you take down the Cheryl's comment?
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I keep
It's
forgetting to do
covering
it.
the words. I just realized what it was.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta just minimize my. There we go. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
spiritual. Thank you, honey.
Sorry.
Spiritual guidance. Lean into your spirituality and practices through this time to keep you grounded and in alignment. The veil is thinner, so you will feel closer to your higher self, your spirit guides, and experience a lot of synchronicities. Absolutely. I've been for a week or two now.
Yep.
It started. The next 12 months, aligning with your new truths and visions, you'll be able to make new goals and plans for the next 12 months ahead. Who makes goals for 12 months ahead?
I don't.
Well, I do, but that doesn't mean that A, I remember them, or B, the road hasn't changed before.
I hear you.
I live in the moment. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm afraid I live pretty much in the
Yeah.
moment.
You know, that's
Cutting
the world
cords.
thing.
This can feel like an overwhelming time.
I don't like the cutting cords thing.
This can feel like an overwhelming time as you make new choices and embrace new paths for yourself. Allow yourself to release what no longer serves you in order to fill yourself with this newfound way of being. I guess cutting cords, I'll pull them out of my belly button and then I cut those cords with people, places, things, whatever.
I unhook them. That's what I do.
Intuition. Do what?
I unhook them and
Unhook them.
seal up where they were in me, so they can't come back.
Oh, I like that. Intuition. Lean strongly on your intuition during this time, regardless of what your head ego is telling you. This is your strongest compass through this time. I love that.
Yeah, and our intuition is getting so strong. I don't know how many of these we have. Do you want to?
Let me see.
17.
I can't tell without changing it.
Oh, it's only, yeah, that's the last one, 17, and then there's a pretty picture. Do you want to read that one, Diana? Can you see it?
Let's see.
Or you want me to?
I got it.
Okay.
You're receiving high frequency energy codes with new progressive guidance, information and assistance to bring forward the manifestations of your desires and assist you on your journey of evolution. So what are the omens and signals that are around you? What are the repetitive numbers on the clock? The hawk that flies over that nobody else sees, but you saw it.
Yeah.
The blue heron that flies out of the marsh and almost touches your car. And, you know, all of these little signs, the animal, the cloud that looks like the flat bottom of a starship or the head of a dragon, or maybe both. You know, these are all signs and omens that you should pay attention to because they're signals in what your code is.
Right.
Meditation and energy healing will help you activate the newly downloaded codes in your body. Again, taking them in, absorbing them, journaling, sketching them, you know, anything that will help you to remember it. And then when the activation happens, your energy changes and this will be reflected on your body. And I can attest to that. I have a beautiful orb weaver outside and I forgot to check on her today to see how far she was along in making her spider web and how many little doodads had gotten caught through the night in her web for her to eat because she's going to lay eggs. She wouldn't be making this big weave if she wasn't intending on making laying eggs. And so I'm hoping that nobody, when they do this roof, that she's still there and nobody accidentally knocks her out of there, because one of the most beautiful spiders around is the orb weaver.
Mm.
Got the orange body with the black and white stripes running through. Beautiful.
I love them.
In fact, I once had one that was as bigger than my hand. And
Wow.
it was in my tomato plants, and she would just sit there. Yet I know she moves because every single time in the morning, she'd be right back where she was, but she ate everything that had been trapped through the night on her web, right? And she laid eggs. And then one day she just disappeared, and I wanted to cry. I do have pictures of her, and I had never seen one this big before. I mean, it was as big as a wolf spider. It was huge.
Wow.
I was
That's
like,
how big
is
they are
that
here.
because I'm putting Miracle Grow on my tomatoes that she looks like this?
Miracle grew the
Anyway.
spider.
Anyway, where was I here? When the activation happens, the energy changes, and this will be reflected in your body. You will notice your body features voice changing. New spiritual gifts will be made known to you. So what does the spider represent? She's the dream weaver, but she also invented language. In Native American culture, Grandmother Spider is the one who taught everybody to tell the stories, the pictures, because they didn't have written alphabet. It was all done through pictures. So as you move through this major transition, you will begin to question your identity, your purpose. Who are you? Where you stand? What do you need? What do you need to do? Where do you need to be?
Yeah.
These
Beautiful.
are questions we need to answer for us, right?
Really do. And take the time. Take the time tonight to really write it down. Do the cinnamon. Speak it into existence, whatever that is for you. You know, Cheryl was Lori Hunsinger was helping Cheryl shift to get out of pain. She said to shift to alkaline foods and got rid of 80% of her pain, getting rid of acidic foods. That's pretty interesting. I never saw that. That's cool. And Mary Starshine says, "Did you name her Charlotte?"
They're all Charlotte.
Yeah, they are. Hi, Gypsy JJ. Nice to see you.
Hey.
I hope you go back and see from the beginning. We're just hanging out, talking about the
Hanging out.
And Harley, if you can't sing, we'll give you a bushel basket to carry it all in.
God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, Cheryl says Edgar Casey talked about alkaline diets. You know, I never paid
I always
attention.
drink alkaline water too, and a very alkaline diet. But I can't give up my caffeine, and it's very acidic. I just cannot give up coffee. I love coffee. I don't care what time of day it is.
I have got my coffee down to 2 cups in the morning, barely. I barely like, and
That's good.
I used to drink it all day and all night. Well, especially when I was working.
Yeah.
Well, does anyone have any questions on the Lionsgate? Do you ladies want to pick a card for the Lionsgate today?
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Absolutely.
Pick a card unless anyone has any questions. We love you all very much. We're so glad you come and hang out with us.
Randy, I'm so
Thanks for letting me come hang out with you.
Oh, I love that you came out and hang with. Please come back and hang out with us.
Right?
I love
everybody in the chat, both chats.
Yeah.
Right?
Randy says, "I'm so serious. Get it serious." Serious. I love that.
Serious. Joy.
That's my guy, though. I love him. Oh my gosh. And
Harley, I've got lots of baskets. I share bushel baskets. So this year,
Ooh.
fill in the bushel baskets. Again, there are no bees. There's very little blossoming.
Weird.
The tomatoes. Yeah. And this is worse than last year because by mid-July, the bees were back. And so I was able to make tomato sauce to give away for Christmas presents. Everybody, 6 jars for everybody. And then a couple.
Really? You haven't seen any bees?
That's
oh my
crazy.
Well,
God.
there's a few, but not enough to produce what is needed to produce, 15 quarts of spaghetti sauce.
Man.
I'm eating them as fast as I'm picking them, quite honestly.
I don't blame.
I was there. Oh my goodness.
I
wow.
have bees everywhere. They're everywhere.
Oh, that's cool. At least there's
Well, I pulled. I'm using my Earth Magic deck.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take him down. Wait a minute. Let me get him.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll get rid of him. Okay.
I'm using Earth Magic.
Okay.
And I got
Beautiful.
Waterfall.
Hi, Jenny.
And the waterfall basically is just, I'm sorry. It says effortless. It's effortless when you surrender the spirit. When you surrender yourself to spirit, it's absolutely effortless. So instead of struggling against the flow of what's going on, or even trying to go with the flow, just relax, lean back and float, and it make it effortless.
That's for you, Diana.
What's that?
Chill and let it happen effortlessly.
Effortless.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. Chill.
In other words, stick your butt in that chair and hang.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try.
We're gonna have to knock her out or something. I'm not sure.
I know, right?
That's what my mother would always say. Oh my God, she must be sick. She's sitting still.
Wow.
I understand that. I'm busy. I got things to do. I don't have time to sit down and do shit.
Exactly. Plus.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, Randy. This is a collective read. So Priscilla got effortless, and I got
the waterfall. It's just I don't know what happened.
It was beautiful. Oh. And I got Leo cards, joy and delight.
Oh, I love it.
Hearing joy. Open your heart to joy. I keep hearing that.
It's a huge thing right now. It's all around us, isn't it? Even in politics, all of a sudden there's joy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So cool. And then I got valiant courage. Leos are courageous, right? Take action with passion. And there you got Mars with Jupiter. Take action with passion. Really cool. Oh,
very cool. Okay, so since I had my favorite Pamela Coleman Smith out, I had to draw her, right?
Of course.
She's my muse. She's one of my guides, right? Okay. Now, don't be afraid because we've all been through it. This is the first card out. We've all been through it. This is what we are here to heal. The PTSD that we all have from the past 4 years.
Right. You mean the past 8 years,
right? 26,000 years.
Well, that too.
26,000 years when you get down to it.
We got to all do some past life regression.
I just heard, and that's what you know about.
That's right. So now it's a coming together and a healing. We have Sirius here, right? So it's 2 of Cups. It's coming together. And the nostalgia of the past is just as important. Right. What our grandmothers taught us, we're going to learn to live by, because this new earth has got to restore some of the very old medicines and old ways.
Oh, sure.
And we have entered the time of synchronicity. So it will all come together.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Love that. Oh my God, that is so cool.
On the bottom of the deck, this is the new government coming in. Okay. That's
brilliant.
And then on the bottom of this, the keyword transition.
Ah,
perfect.
Nice. Right? I love that. And you know, the crones, here we are. The crones are going to be the ones that bring in this new world.
You bet.
It is
That's
us.
right.
The wisdom of the crown.
Right?
Mhm.
We're all
Holding
in the crone
energy.
zone.
There we are. Got the crone zone here.
You're not yucking anyone's yum.
I'm not yucking anyone's
Oh, kombucha. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm yucking that one. No, I don't
I'm
even
yucking
know.
that one too. I
You
don't
don't
like
like
it at all.
kombucha? Oh, I love kombucha.
I've never had it, so I shouldn't say that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't. Ginger kombucha? Mm-mm. I
Mm,
used to make my
really?
own. I used to
I
make
have
my
to-
own, but it's easier to just go buy it.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
That's the truth. Well,
Now,
thank
what
you,
is it?
all of you beautiful, beautiful souls. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Definitely.
And thank my beautiful ladies here, Priscilla from the Crone Zone. Thank you for coming to hang out.
Thank you so much for having me. I love
welcome.
hanging out with you too.
And Diana Bulls, aka Oil Painter, is here. And we will see you. What day are we on? We're on the 8th. Like I should know that, right? And we will be back on the full moon. It's the 19th,
Yay.
right? With that 19th.
Yep.
Okay.
1 minus 9 is an 8. Reverse numerology.
It's like Karen says it's like a
It
slumber
is,
party.
Karen.
It
I
is.
agree. It's like a slumber party. It is. It's so much
I
fun.
love it. I love it. This has been
Love you
awesome.
all.
Thank you all so much for coming.
Yeah.
And yes, Harley, ginger turmeric tea. Yum.
Yes, we will see you on the full moon in Aquarius. Now, take this time, this 10 days, and really build yourself up. This is important.
Yeah.
Take all this energy and because we have till the 23rd, till the sun is conjunct with the royal fixed star Regulus, right? You want to be the royal you. You're your own power. This is
The
important.
royal you. I like that.
Is important as we go into the fall because they're going to try to take us off our power, but we got their number.
We got this shit. We got it. We got it.
We love y'all very much. Be safe. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, guys. I'm hitting the wrong things. Oh, Lord.
We're never leaving.
Yeah.
Never
All right.
leave.
For real, we're leaving now. Okay, we love you. Be safe. We'll see you next full moon. Bye.
Mwah.